Alright, so you're thinking of moving to Phoenix, Arizona, and you're trying to find that hidden gem that not a lot of people know about or talk about. And if that is the case, then Avondale might be the spot that you've been looking for. In this video, we're actually going to go through, do a full vlog tour. We were going to check out homes, all the different amenities, everything that this place has to offer, even do a little market update at the end so you can know what is happening here in Avondale. It's really this cool little hidden gem tucked away kind of in the West Valley of Phoenix. So we're going to go through, tell you everything you need to know about it. We have a ton to cover, so let's do this. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Phoenix, Arizona and all the surrounding areas like Avondale, then go ahead and subscribe and click that bell for notifications so you can be the first one about what is happening in the markets all around the Phoenix area. My name is Samantha and my team is going to help people every single day, just like you, make the move here to Phoenix and all the surrounding areas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking of making a move, or if you have questions, if you're trying to find the right spot for you, or decide if Phoenix or Arizona is even the right fit, then go ahead and reach out, shoot us a call, give us a text, send us an email. You can hop on a Zoom call with us and chat some more. We'd love to hear from you, love to answer your questions and help in any way we can. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, we are here and happy to help, and we'd love to make your move out here nice and smooth and easy because we know it's stressful enough. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about Avondale. So if you haven't heard of it, or if you have, like, that's impressive because not a lot of people even who live here have heard of Avondale, but it's a little suburb city kind of in the heart of West Valley, Phoenix. So when we say people who live here in Phoenix, we kind of call like all the 25 major cities Phoenix. We call it all Phoenix. All right, this wind is crazy and long hair is giving me issues. Sorry. All right. So when we're talking about Phoenix, it's a lot of the different cities and areas. So Avondale is in the West Valley. And so the West is kind of anything west of the I-17 highway. So things like Peoria, Glendale, Tolleson, Buckeye, Surprise, Sun City, all that is kind of like the West Valley here. So Avondale is part of that West Valley. It's right in between Tolleson and Goodyear, kind of tucked away here in the West Valley. Not a lot of people have heard about it. So it's a fairly new-ish city. It's old in terms of Arizona, but it was just first incorporated in 1946. So 1946, it actually became a city, and it was kind of a small rural town. A lot of these West Valley towns, you'll kind of see it was a lot of farming and agriculture and stuff like that. So there's actually still a lot of fields that are just kind of still here in the West Valley. And so as you're driving around, you're gonna see random like cotton fields or corn fields or flower fields. It's kind of cool that they've kept a little bit of that, but it's really built up in the past 15 years, especially. Avondale has just exploded. So it went from being a small rural town, and then really since 2000, sorry guys, hot mess already. Since 2000, this town has really started to grow and change a lot. And it's about at 90,000 residents now, which has just tripled in the past 20 years, and it keeps growing and keeps building out and stuff like that, which is really cool. So they have tons of parks. We are currently at one of them. In case you couldn't tell, I'm trying to like hide in the shade because it's like 108 degrees right now and I'm already melting. But right over here, so they have obviously like all the sport courts and everything that you could possibly want. There's even more sport courts this way. They have the dog park. They've got a splash pad. That's where everyone is right now, because like if you're gonna be outside, you gotta be near water to like stay cool. They've got a splash pad, playgrounds. They have fishing ponds over here. They've got additional sport courts over here, more playgrounds and stuff like that. They've got soccer fields. They have the baseball fields. Something about, I think they have volleyball fields as well. They have a lot here. And this is called the Friendship Park here in Avondale. It's one of the bigger parks here. And they do a lot of community events here as well. So Avondale is very much like kind of that community residential feel. They do have shopping, dining, stuff like that. Now there's not going to be like, you know, fancy like nightlife or really high-end dining or anything. It's kind of focused on family, community, lots of schools and things like that. So they do have good school systems here. They have some NASCAR events. There's a big race car track and stuff like that. So any NASCAR events, if you're a NASCAR fan, Avondale is where you want to be. Lots of hiking and stuff because of the mountains here as well, and there's been a ton of business growth. So there's a ton of businesses coming here into the West Valley. They're building huge like warehouses and call centers and stuff like that, because the West Valley is one of the few places that there is still room to grow and build here in the Phoenix metro area. So places like Buckeye have just exploded, and since you're in Avondale right here, right next to Buckeye, if you want to live in Avondale, commute to Buckeye where there's a lot of incredible jobs, that could be a great option. So like I said, really residential, a lot of single family homes. All the places we're going to check out today are all just those single family homes. There are some townhomes, some apartments, but for the most part, just kind of regular homes here. And there is a good amount of new construction as well, just because it's newer, it's growing, and there is still land here to build. Very safe, good schools, so just a good job for families. So there you go. That was kind of long, but that is a quick little summary of Avondale. I'll drive you through the park really quick just so you can kind of see what the park has to offer. Then we're actually going to go check out some of these homes, tell you all about what they look like, show you photos, show you price points and stuff, and then wrap it all up with a market update at the end. So let's go. Okay, we've made it to our very first house that we're going to be checking out here in Avondale. Here it is right here. I'm going to like try to, there's this tiny little tree. I'm going to try to like huddle in the shade because it's 108 degrees today. So any amount of shade, I'm going to try to stay in it. But anyways, this first place is listed at 410 right now on the market, so 410,000. Like I said, kind of in the beginning, we talked about a lot of the homes here are a little bit more affordable. Different areas of the valley, if you're going to look in Scottsdale or Gilbert or even Chandler, homes are going to be a lot more expensive. So your money goes a lot farther here in the West Valley, Avondale being one of those places. So this is listed for 410,000. It's 3-bed, 2-bathroom, just over 1,500 square feet. It's 1,524 square feet to be exact. That puts price per square foot around 269. That's a little bit higher in terms of price per square foot. Wait, I'm gonna back up back into the shade. It's too hot today. It's a little higher for price per square foot being the average here. It's usually a little bit lower in Avondale, but this was built in 2005. We're in the Los Arbolitos community right now. They did new paint, new flooring, did a ton of updates in the home. And the great thing about this is the location. You're super close to shopping, dining, schools. Everything is just outside of the neighborhood. And Avondale's not a huge city, so it's all pretty close. It's pretty convenient. You're never more than like 5 or 10 minutes away from kind of anything that you need for day-to-day life. We're also really close to the main highways over here, which is the 101 loop and the I-10 highway. So you're really close to those as well. And one thing that's nice about this, which is kind of hard to find in different areas of Phoenix, with some homes, is that this actually has a pretty big backyard. It's on a decent sized lot, a big backyard. It's mostly rocks, but you can kind of do whatever you want with it. It's a blank canvas for you to play with, right? So you could do any kind of landscaping and anything that you want. But so that is just this place for you. The front you can kind of see is desert landscaping. That's pretty common, just so it's super low maintenance. Your water bill is going to be low. You don't have to water grass and stuff like that. You'll see throughout the neighborhood there are some people, some of the neighbors and stuff have little grass patches and stuff. And then in the community areas, there's different green belts, there's parks and stuff like that. Especially in Avondale, most of these neighborhoods and communities are all going to have at least one, if not more, parks or the lakes and stuff like that, which is really common. So one last look at this cute little place, and then we are going to head over to the second one. So let's drive around this neighborhood, show you a little bit of the area, and then head over to the next stop. Okay, we are at our second stop for the day. This is listed at 520,000. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath home. It's just under 2,500 square feet. Yeah, it's 2,448 square feet. So price per square foot is about 212, which is really good for the Avondale area. It did recently also just have a price cut. We're going to talk about that a little bit later when we do our market recap at the end, because price cuts have started becoming super common. The market has just shifted a lot recently, and so price cuts you're starting to see a lot. So this just had a $10,000 price cut. It was built in 2006. It does have an HOA that's $75 a month, and it handles all the neighborhood parks and community areas and stuff like that are covered in it. This is the Donatella community, and it's awesome. I don't know if you can see, we'll drive through the neighborhood after this just so you can see it, but right up here, like literally right here, is West Point High School, and just around the corner is Desert Breeze Elementary School. So you're right by schools, shopping, dining, everything's right around the corner. And this place is beautiful. So it's a big open living area on the inside. You actually have, you can't see it because like the house is blocking it, but there's mountain views. Kind of way from the distance, you can actually view the mountains and stuff, because there's a really cool balcony patio that's on the second story in the backyard. You'll see it in the photos. I'll throw the photos up here. But you got the mountain views from that. You have a pool, built-in barbecue. It's like the ultimate entertaining and summer fun backyard, which is great because right now, unless you're going outside to swim, you really don't want to go outside. I'm already like melting. It's only been like 2 minutes. My phone's about to overheat. So it's like triple digits most of the summer, well, all of the summer here. So making sure that you have that like outside area where you can jump in the pool and stay cool and stuff like that is awesome. So this has grass in the front and backyard. Okay, well, a tiny little dead patch of grass, but you can bring it back to life, right? And there's grass in the back as well. So if you are wanting that grass, that green, you can kind of see like the neighbors over here have some grass, and that neighbor, and that neighbor, and that. Everyone's got like little grass patches here and there, so there's a little bit of green here and there throughout the neighborhood. But in addition to having all the bedrooms and all that space, it also has an extra den, so you could convert that to another bedroom if you wanted 5 bedrooms instead of 4, or you could do like a home office, because like everybody's working from home. I think still for the most part, I think some people are back in the office too, but if you wanted a home office, you totally could do that. So Here's the last little look at this one. Again, it's at 520, 4-bed, 3-bath. I'll drive you through the neighborhood just so you can kind of get a good feel for all the homes and everything like that. This is very like quintessential early 2000s. Most of the homes in Avondale, except for kind of the new builds, are gonna look like this. It's like the stucco house, the tile. You're probably noticing a theme with all the homes that we're gonna see today, but this is kind of what they look like. If that's not your thing, Avondale's not for you. But let's drive through the neighborhood, show you the schools and everything really quick, and then we'll head on to our next stop. Okay, we have made it to the third and final stop. This place, you guys, the backyard and the views is like the best part. I'm so excited. Okay, so here's a quick little preview right before. Okay, so it's currently listed at $750,000. It's 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and just over 3,000 square feet. So that puts price per square foot right around 248 square feet, which I actually think that price per square foot is actually a little bit less than the very first house that we saw, because even though the first house was cheaper, it's a lot less space. This is over twice the amount of space of the first house. Okay, anyways, so it was built in 1988, but it's been fully gutted, renovated, updated, and everything they've done, everything, the bathrooms, the kitchens, the floors, the bedrooms, like everything is brand new and really, really beautiful. It's updated, modern, open, airy, light, kind of all those pretty neutral colors and everything like that. And this kitchen is awesome. It's got a wine fridge, which that's all you really need in the kitchen, but this place is beautiful. 2 stories. There is an HOA. It's only $68 a month, which in terms of HOAs in the area is not bad. It's about average. And this is in the Garden Lakes community. Really beautiful community, and you'll see in a second why it's called the Garden Lakes, because it's actually like a bunch of man-made lakes. And this home particularly is actually right on the lake, right on the waterfront. So it's on the water. You can look out at the lake from your pool. They have a pool that like literally their backyard just like, I'm gonna show you in the pictures because it just like flows right out into the lake. And it's so, well, the pool itself doesn't flow out, but like your view does. Really, really cool. They have a full guest suite in addition to the primary suite. They've got a game room with a fireplace, backyard garden. You actually have a dock on the water, so you can have all the fun like water toys and stuff in this house. So if you want jet skis, pontoon boats, paddle boats, normal small boats, like all those water things. I don't own any water toys, obviously, because I don't know all the names of them, but you can have them if you want. So here's kind of another view of the house. Actually, ooh, there's this little thing up here, I think, where you can get like kind of a view of the lake. I'll show you the photos so you can actually, you'll have seen the lake in the photos, but ooh, okay, we're just gonna slip through here. It's fine, it says no trespassing, but we're okay, it's gonna be quick. All right, I don't know if you can see. Ta-da! So this kind of gives you a glimpse of what your view would be out the back. Obviously, like ignore the gates and stuff, but there's like geese and ducks on the water. You can take all your toys out there. It's just like serene and peaceful. There's birds chirping. Someone has like a little putting green out there. That's awesome. So that is the view from your backyard. But I'll show you the photos. I mean, you guys will have seen the photos already, so you can already see it a little bit better. But that is definitely the selling point for this place, is that it's actually on the lake. I'm going to drive you through the neighborhood a little bit just so you can kind of see. So the homes were built in 1988, kind of the 1980s, like I said. So it's going to be like, this is kind of like standard. It's a lot of stucco, a lot of tile roofs. You can kind of see like that's pretty standard for these neighborhoods. So if that's not the vibe that you're into, this is probably not the right area for you. This home itself doesn't have solar, but you can probably see, like, I don't know if you can tell because it's kind of far, but a lot of the neighbors here do have solar, so that really cuts down the energy bills as well. But I'll give you one last view of this gorgeous thing. The best selling point by far is the fact that it's just literally on the lake. So we'll drive you through the neighborhood a little bit just so you can get a feel for the area, the neighborhood, kind of give maybe a little more views of the lake really quick. And then we are gonna wrap this up with a market update. So we're gonna go find a little local coffee shop, kind of show you everything that's happening in the market right now here in Avondale, so you can really get a good idea of home prices, what's happening, what the market is doing, because it has really shifted in the past couple months. So let's go find some coffee and wrap this up. Okay, it is time to wrap all this up with a market update. So we're at a really cute local place here called Colados. They do amazing like tea and coffee and everything, but the main reason I stopped is I'm hungry and they do stinking amazing crepes. I'm really scared I'm gonna like drop it off the plate here. I'm basically just gonna be staring at this crepe the whole time and I'm really hungry, so we're gonna keep this quick because I just wanna eat this crepe. So currently in Avondale, there are 174 homes on the market, which means currently on the market, listed right now, homes that you could go and buy, there's 174 right now. That's actually 12 more than there were in the past 30 days. So like we have been talking about in this video, the market has shifted in the past couple of months here in the Phoenix metro area. So you're gonna see more homes on the market, and the homes that are on the market are actually sitting a lot longer. So instead of being sold in a couple of days, it's gonna be a couple of weeks or even a couple of months that they're starting to sit. And you're gonna see a lot of price reductions as well. So that last, one of the places that we checked out, there was a price reduction. That's really common now. That's actually a strategy that I use with a lot of clients. So price reductions that have happened in the last 30 days, there's been 13 price reductions just in the past 30 days with a few homes here in Avondale. And so that's a really good strategy to know who is motivated to sell, who needs to sell quickly, who's open to negotiation. So if I'm working with people who really want to get a home on the first deal or on a tight time frame, and we really need to make sure that that first offer gets them the home, looking at homes that have had price reductions is a great strategy and a great place to start. So average sale price here for Avondale is $461,000. That is way less than most of the other cities and areas in the Phoenix metro area. Like I said, here in the West Valley, your money goes a lot farther. So $461,000 is going to be the average price home. As you saw today, there's stuff under that, there's stuff over that. So pretty much most of the homes are between the 400,000 and 800,000 mark here in the Avondale area. There are some even in the mid to high 300,000s, which is kind of hard to find in other areas. So if you are looking for that, if you are wanting to stay on the lower end of a budget, then go ahead and check out Avondale because it has some really great prices for the homes here. Average days on market for Avondale is 22. So that basically means from the time a home goes on the market, goes live, listed for sale, to when they accept an offer and it gets sold is 22 days. It used to be 16 days this same time last year. So you can just see even the past couple of months how much it has shifted and changed. Homes are just kind of starting to sit on the market longer. The lowest priced home right now in Avondale is a mobile home. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's $85,000. It's only 980 square feet, so it is really, really small for that amount of bedrooms and bathrooms and everything, but it's pretty updated and it's decent. Now here's the thing with mobile homes. If you are thinking about buying a mobile home, is you need to be aware that even though you own the mobile home and you have bought it, maybe you have paid it off completely, you have to lease or rent the land that the mobile home is on, whether it's in a mobile home park or just rented land somewhere. Typically you are leasing the land that goes with it, and even though you've completely paid off the mobile home, you have to continue to pay that lease until like forever, until you decide to sell it or leave. So that is one thing to be aware of with mobile homes, is that lease can change, it can go up, and so that's kind of an issue, is people will get locked into these leases that they can barely afford, and the rents continue to go up for that land. So even if you've bought the mobile home and you own it completely and you don't have payments on the mobile home, you're still having to pay hundreds of dollars for a land lease every single month. So that's just something to be aware of. If you are thinking mobile home, do some research or reach out to us, ask some questions. There's a lot you want to know before getting into that. And the highest priced home on the market in Avondale right now is actually that last one that we just checked out. That was right on the lake, the beautiful waterfront views, that $750,000 home. That's currently the most expensive home for sale right now in Avondale. So we got to see the coolest, fanciest one out there today, which is pretty cool. But that pool, the view, the backyard, being right there on the water, like, that's incredible. Plus the whole inside renovated, and that wine fridge I think is my favorite part right after the lakefront view. So hope that gave you a good idea of Avondale, what it's like living here, different parts about the town, different price points and homes and stuff like that. Hopefully this answered your questions, but if not, reach out. We'd love to answer your questions, whether it's Avondale or somewhere else that you're trying to find that's the right fit for you. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We are here and happy to help, whether it's 9 days or 9 months before you move. Just reach out and we'd love to help you out and make it a smooth move here. Okay, I can't wait any longer. I just want to dig into this grape. It's been like staring at me this whole time, but I'm starving. So that is about it for today. Hope you enjoyed getting to check out Avondale. Feel free to check out any of the other vlogs or videos for all different areas around Phoenix. And until next time, we hope to see you soon.